Hello everyone, welcome back to the series on the 1982 Orient Red 300 SD. Today we're going up to the detail shop so Scott can professionally buff and polish the paint and clean the interior. But before we go up there, I want to make one change on the exterior. Let's go ahead and get started. Guys, all the cars that you see in these videos are for sale on my website, www.woodsandbarclay.com. Enjoy the video. Okay, you can see you have the hood popped. And at first glance, this front grille, that's an original grille and it looks beautiful. However, if you look closely, the chrome, I don't know if you guys can see this, there you go. The chrome on the top has started to get a little bit of a blue haze to it. And I've seen that on a few cars. It just kind of happens with time, not really sure what causes it. It just has a little bit, I like to just call it bluing. You can see a little blue there. It just gets like a blue tint, kind of strange. You can see not so much on the face, but right up there on the top. So what I've done, I tracked down an original new old stock. This cost me $500, but it's a genuine Mercedes part, and you can see up here, there we go. We do not have any bluing. So I'm going to wipe this down, a little glass cleaner and a little polisher, and then we're going to take off this grill, and we're going to remove the emblem here and the badge right here and transfer them over to this one and then install this one on the car. So I went ahead and wiped it down with just a little glass cleaner and a rag. And now I'm going to put a little bit of metal polish cream on here. This stuff works nice. But you just take a dab of this stuff and I'm just going to rub it on here. Here we go. You can see better, I guess, this way. And then we'll just go ahead and wipe it off. This will remove any fingerprints and let me get a good look. Make sure this is as flawless as I want it to be before installing it. Microfiber. I'm just going to wipe across here. Wipe that polish off. Oh yeah, this looks nice. Yeah, this looks really, really beautiful. Wipe it off over here. Yeah, for a new old stock part, guys, that's as good as you're going to get. Yeah, that's beautiful. And you can see there's no bluing up here on the top. So let's go ahead and get this installed on the car. All right, to remove one of these grills, there's a series of, there's little 8mm bolts that go on the back, and there's some access holes over here and over here. And keep in mind, guys, Scott's going to clean all this up here. Probably hadn't been cleaned in 40 years, but there's some more bolts there. We're going to take those off, and then this grill just detaches. Okay, I think I have most of them out. Oh, there's one more. And I need to make sure I hold on to it when I get this last one out so it doesn't fall on my head. I think there's two more in here. Beautiful. All right, there we go. Okay, there's just a couple of pieces we want to take out. We want to remove our Mercedes star, obviously, and then we want to remove the little badge on the front. That's just an 8mm that unscrews here. It's just a nut and a washer. There we go. Look how beautiful condition that is. So we're going to transfer that over to the new one. Now this, you remove these, you just you pull this a little bit and you twist it, and then it can slide through. We're going to pull. Okay, I got that twisted around where we can remove that. Basically, this is a spring-loaded clip, and it sticks out like that when it's twisted this way, and it can't come out. So you have to pull it back and twist it, and you see it goes underneath, there we go, underneath those little locking tabs to hold it in place, so then it can slide out. And then when you put it back in the car, you pull it back and twist it, and this prong sticks out like that and it can't come back out. That's how that works. That side, and the same thing happens on this side. And that's in the remove position. Kind of tough to do, but that's how it works. Okay, got all those parts taken off. What we're going to do now, here's the new old stock. You know, this has just probably been sitting in a warehouse for the last 40 years. It looks beautiful, but I see, look at that. There's one small ding right there. And that is enough to drive me crazy. You know, on an old stock part, you'll have, you know, a few marks here and there. These are 40-year-old original Mercedes parts, but I can't deal with that right there. So I'm going to take apart this grill, and the one that came off the car has a beautiful dent-free centerpiece right there. So we're going to transfer that over onto this one, and then we will be mint, ready to go. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so on the back of these grills, there are a series of retainer clips. These little clips, they like slip underneath here, and they hold this grill in place. And I'm in the process, I only have one more to remove over here. I'm in the process of knocking these clips out because you have to remove the center grill piece to get those trim pieces off. And to get the clips out, you literally tap them with a screwdriver. There you go. That one needs one more tap there. There it is. We'll set this aside. Now this grill piece, oh, and you have one screw at the very bottom, right down here. And you take the screw out, and then that whole grill insert is loose. And you can pull it out. We'll just turn it over. And there we go. We just want to slide off our center section, and it just slides off on a channel. See how we're just sliding this piece? It hooks onto, so it has little channels, and it hooks onto these little pieces here. And on the back of it, see there's a channel, and this slips up and slides right over there, and the channel holds it on there. All right. There we go. Yeah, see this piece, original Mercedes piece, and there is no dents on this one. We're going to transfer this over to our new one. Now, I could have just transferred the whole grill, but the actual pieces, all the other pieces on that grill are a little shinier because that's never been installed on a car. So, and this one, you know, it's 58,000 miles. So there's a little bit of, you know, road wear. Anyway, I'm just picky about this stuff, guys. And on a car like this, I want to go all the way. You know what I mean? So let me move this out of the way. Let's put this piece on our new grill. Nice. There we go, guys. That is beautiful. Okay, now let's, there we go. Perfect. No more ding in there. Beautiful. All right, guys. I have the clips back on, the rubber bumpers, and reattached. My fingerprints are all over it. I didn't wipe it off. I will once I install it back on the car. But now you can see we have a beautiful dent-free center strip, and there's no dents in anything else. That's as good as it's going to get, guys. This is a new old stock grill, so this will look nicer than any 300 SD out there because this is a brand new part. Well, new old stock. 40 years old, but that's new as you can get. Let's get this back on the car. Okay, I got it installed, and I've just sprayed some cleaner on it. Let's wipe all this cleaner off. Sprayed it down here on the bumper too to get all my fingerprints off of here. There we go, guys. That is beautiful. Scott's going to get it even cleaner. But there we go. That is a beautiful grill. And you can see this one, we don't have any of that bluing that had occurred on the other grill. And Scott's going to polish that up even nicer. But new old stock, guys. Look at that reflection. There's me holding the camera right there. That's as good as it gets. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drive this up to my commercial facility, which is actually next to Scott, and drop it off. Now, Scott's sick today, but he said he's going to start on it Saturday, so I'm not going to get any video of him starting. I'll be out of town this weekend, but I'll be able to come back Monday, Tuesday, and kind of catch on the tail end of his detailing, and we'll add that into the video right now. So we'll see you in a second. Today I'm up at Scott's shop, and he's been working on the car, detailing it, and let's go ahead and go in here and see what progress he's made. Okay, here we are. I can see Scott has already started the color sanding on the rear of the trunk. You can see now, guys, this is single stage paint. So when you do the Trizact, what is Trizact, like 4,000, 5,000, 3,000? So Trizact is a 3,000 color sanding disc, and you can see a little bit, like a micron of that paint will come off there. And when he's done with that, it will look absolutely incredible. Now, I think he's already done that up here. What's up, Scott? Eating lunch? Have you already done that up here on the front of the car?
I did 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000 in the hood.
Yeah, let's take a look at this because this looks remarkable. Yeah, doesn't get any better than that, guys. That is ready for a Pebble Beach concourse show car event. You can see he's obviously taped everything off here, and that's why I love this single stage, because you can do color sanding on it and bring it back to near perfect condition, and it just comes out absolutely beautiful. Of course, you can see there's the grill that I installed. Beautiful. And you know, he's taped everything up. He has the windshield taped up, so none of the color sanding gets on anything up here. But yeah, he's it looks like he's done the hood. He's working on the trunk. What's kind of the plan with this car?
Well, when they finish off the hood, I spotted some stuff in the paint.
Okay.
As I walk around, so I have to touch up some areas on the hood and fender, and then work my way around.
All right.
I'll probably go to the roof next.
Okay, so the roof hasn't been done yet. No. The sides haven't been done yet. I mean, gosh, it already looks pretty damn good. But just wait till he's done, you guys. And yeah, I can tell you've already washed it, obviously.
Yeah, it's a very cold wash.
Yeah, it's cold out there, but you can see the anodized aluminum trim around here just from a basic car wash. There's nothing, no polish or anything has been rubbed on there, and it looks absolutely beautiful. But he's got you know, a couple more days to go on this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of his way, and I will be back to record more video as he makes progress. Scott, would you mind explaining what, you know, color sanding? I think you call that color sanding, right?
Yeah. Color sanding is actually done more in body shops than detail shops.
Okay.
But I incorporated it into my things that I do over 30 years ago, and I've helped out a lot of body shops doing it.
I mean, these were painted, I think, by robots in 1982, right?
That I don't know.
I think they were, but still, you can still get stuff in the paint.
Because that was new technology back then.
Yeah, I think 1982, these were actually done by machines. But
I mean, I know Audi was doing it, but it was all computerized, the whole thing.
But despite doing that, guys, you still will get some orange peel, and there can be stuff that gets into the paint. And a lot of guys are worried, like, oh no, you're color sanding, you're removing the paint. Could you explain how that works?
All you're doing is just taking very minimal amounts, like millimeters.
Not even millimeters,
Not even millimeters.
like microns.
Micrometers.
Yeah, it's not even really measurable.
It's what all the Chip Foose and Ken Diggett and all these guys. I mean, that's what they do to all their cars.
Yeah, any car you see at
And
SEMA,
Ferrari does them at least 5 times.
Barrett Jackson, Mecum, Ferrari, all the cars you see, this is how they do it.
But that's what they do to get that deep, glassy finish.
Yeah.
I mean, in some cases on custom paint jobs where they're layering paints, they want to get rid of the change in height. So they clear it and clear it and clear it, and then they sand it down, and they block. They'll have, some of these cars will have 150, 200 hours on a side just blocking the paint.
Now on this car, on a clear coat, guys, when you're doing color sanding, it's actually not color, it's on the clear coat. And this will be like a white color. But again, this is a single stage. So you get, this
is basically what I was trying to remove.
There is no clear coat on this.
No. Basically what I was trying to do was make the briefcase marks and stuff that people have when they throw their briefcase on the car.
Right.
Packages, they pick something up off the ground, they put it on the trunk. What I'm trying to do is lessen the appearance of that or get rid of it completely.
You pretty much get rid of it completely.
Because with the sanding, you're removing just a little bit, and then with the different compounds, you're removing a little bit more. So it's kind of like a jeweler's rouge type deal. You use step after step to get it down to that glassy appearance. Now, some people prefer using just a heavy cut compound and trying to heat the paint and move that stuff out of the finish, but it's not a really good idea. Because when you use the real heavy cut compounds like that, you're doing more damage than anything.
So that's why you start with a very fine sanding process.
I mean, I've had body shop guys look at me and go, "What are you doing with 1,000 grit sandpaper? You should be using like 600." I said, "I don't want to strip the car."
No, 600, that's too much.
You know, I want to get it to a nice, easy sheen without having to use all sorts of aggressive methods.
And guys, when he's done, I mean, it will be ready for any first place trophy winning show car event. We don't do, what's the stuff called? Oh, ceramic coating.
Oh, no.
Guys, don't use that on a classic car because that actually bonds with the paint and you can't get it off. And you have to literally sand it off.
You literally have to sand it off the car.
Yeah, and this is an original, that's original paint there. So the best way to do this, well, this is, of course, my opinion and Scott's opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, and that's okay. But we like to color sand the original paint and then just go old school. Put a nice coat of wax on there and just wax your car once a year and park it in your garage. And that's going to take care of the paint.
Don't do it every week.
Yeah, don't do it every week. What you said, like every 7 months. Every 7 months.
It depends. I mean, if cars are kept indoors in a climate controlled environment,
which most of these cars are.
You drive the one that I just sent out of here. I mean, he's going to drive that thing maybe once a month, maybe.
Sure. To car shows or special events.
That's exactly what he's going to do with it.
Yeah. And that waxing is the best way to do that. So, guys, I'm going to get out of here. He's clearly got to, go over the car. This takes a couple days, and he's going to move to the interior. But I'll come back and try to get some more footage for you guys.
Don't run the car through a car wash.
Say that one more time when your mouth's not full of food. No, basically what Scott said, guys, is do not
send the car through a car wash.
Why not take it through a car wash?
Because I used to manage one.
Okay.
And I saw the stuff that happens. So those brushes are coming in. I forget what the foot-pounds of pressure is as those brushes are going down the sides of the car. Even if it's soft cloth, doesn't matter. When you get to these areas here, the brushes go around the car. So they exert a lot of pressure on that corner, and it dulls the paint.
It also leaves swirl marks in your paint.
It leaves scratches.
So just basically old school in your driveway with a garden hose and a mitt.
Or find somebody that knows how to hand wash your car.
That's it. Hand wash the cars, guys. Don't run them through the car wash. Okay, you can see I have the trunk open, and I've actually removed the rear trunk mat. I want to clean that up. And here's the floor mats. These have not been vacuumed or anything. There's no staining, but they've been in my shop, so there's a lot of dust and debris and stuff on there. And then these are some beautiful custom-made cocoa mats for this car. So once this is all vacuumed and shampooed and covered with plastic, we're going to reapply these beautiful cocoa mats back over there. Yeah, check this out. These are really nice heavy-duty mats, and they will protect your original mats. But we'll shampoo these and put plastic over them before they go back in the car. All right, guys, we're back up here, and Scott is just doing a wipe down on the trunk. And please excuse the we had the shop heater on back there, so it's pretty loud, but I think you guys can still hear what we're talking about in the video. But yeah, check out this finish. Now, he hasn't polished it or waxed it. This is just after the initial color sanding and buffing. And then next we'll be polishing and waxing. But yeah, there you go. Look at that reflection. And right now he's just looking for any small like swirl marks, any kind of nicks. Yeah, we've got right there, we've got a little, you can see that little faint line right there. So he still wants to do some work on it right there. And that's just, you know, some swirl marks. And here you go. This is what he's going to do. He'll get out the random orbital, is what this is, with a microfiber pad on it, and a little polishing compound. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's basically saying you do it very lightly. You don't want to press down on the tool. You let the tool do all the work. All right, so he's gonna finish this up, and I will be back once he wipes that down. All right, now he's wiping it off, and there you can see we removed, it had that little swirl mark line that was like right along there. There we go. But now that is totally gone, back to a show car finish. All right, I'm gonna stay out of his way. I'll be back in a minute. And notice, guys, he did this section over here, then wiped it down, and then now he's doing this section here and wiping it down. It's not good to do like the whole panel at once. You do it in sections. I hope I'm describing that right, Scott.
Well, you want to look over your work and see if there's anything. If you can just work in one area, that's fine. So that's why I kind of piece it up a little bit.
Good Lord, that looks incredible. Now, guys, remember I pointed out we had that little line, a little swirl mark that was right up here. You can see now, totally gone. This is what you call paint correction. Yeah, that looks beautiful, Scott. All right, so I can see he's also started up here on the roof. You can see lots of compound and color sanding up here. And we'll come back and show you that when he's done. He's still back here. He sees some spots he wants to work on the trunk. And what I'm going to do over here, by the way, here's the tools he's using. Of course, if you really know what you're doing, you can use one of these rotary with a wool pad. For somebody that's not a professional detailer, use a random orbital like this, because this, if you don't know what you're doing, you can burn through the paint. Anyway, I'm going to move this off here because I want to vacuum and shampoo these carpets. Okay guys, I've already got the floor mats out. I'm gonna go ahead, it really is already clean under here actually. I'm gonna just hit it with a vacuum real quickly before we move over to the floor mats. Let me check the driver's side. Yeah, I'm gonna vacuum down here. They always get dirty down by the pedal. And yeah, there's like a little leaf right there. But yeah, this is the original sound insulation. This covers some of the wiring and vacuum lines. And here's your rear AC duct where it can blow air back in there. All this stuff is beautiful condition. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum in here before we start reinstalling the mats. Yeah, that's that carpet I would say is mint condition, guys. I don't think anybody ever sat back here in the back. Just trying to get it going all one direction. Yeah, that's beautiful original condition. All right guys, now that I've got them vacuumed, this stuff works great. It's just made by, you know, Turtle Wax. It's just upholstery cleaner and deodorizer. And this stuff works fantastic on carpets to wash them and clean them. And also, once you spray it on and let it sit for a little while, this is like a nylon. It's like a soft bristle brush. And it really works it in and works in the shampoo and cleans it up really nice. So let me go ahead and do that. And then we just want to let that soak in for a little while before we clean it off. Scott, what are you doing? That's what happened to Scott all these years, is eating the foam carpet cleaner. Now, after you do that, it's good to wipe it down with a damp rag to get all the fibers going in the same direction, and then you just have to let them dry. And then you just want to take a damp rag. Now, that's still some of the soap, so I might need to hit it again to get the rest of that out of there, but we're going to get it damp again and then hit it with the rotary one more time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it in plastic and get it back in the car. So it'll take a while for this to dry. I'm going to set it outside, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, here on the passenger side, I can actually see the shampoo stuck to a couple of stain spots right here. So we're going to go ahead and get those out with this guy. All right, I think you guys get the idea, and you can actually see where I just got those stains out. They're right in there. So I'm going to wipe this down, hit it again. We're going to let them dry, and I'll show you the final product when I'm done. Okay, also, before I take these out to dry, I want to show something that's pretty rare to find on these cars. So this is like a plastic cover, and it's over a foam molding. See how that's foam underneath there? Usually this plastic is ripped, and you know, the foam is exposed and coming off, and on this car it's perfect. You can see the foam molding. Now what these are actually molded to the floorboard. There's where those AC vents, they go right through there, and the mat folds over or lays over those. But the reason there's foam in here is because when you step on the mat, it's soft and it feels good when you're getting into the car. Anyway, I just wanted to show that these aren't torn up at all, and they're in beautiful condition. All that foam backing is still there. All right, I'm gonna go set these up to dry, and I'll be back. Okay, Scott has moved over here to the passenger side. And I think he's gotten up here onto this side of the roof too. Yeah, look at that. I mean, you can see the rafters in the shop here. He's got that reflection really popping. That looks good, Scott.
Thank you.
And we just got to go panel by panel, a little bit at a time, all the way around the car. Wipe that down a little bit. Wow, that looks great, doesn't it? That's an original butt, Scott. Still original paint on it. God, that looks fantastic. Let me get that trunk carpet back in here. Gosh, this looks brand new back here. It's still, guys, it still has the original sticker. Check that out. There's the original sticker and part number from the factory. All right, beautiful. Okay, guys, it's the next day, and Scott is pretty much done with the paint from yesterday. Yeah, came out beautiful. And he was showing me some stuff he did up here in the engine compartment. He went ahead and went in here and cleaned and polished on the inner wheel wells. And you can see over here, he cleaned up all down in these areas. Cleaned up along the hood gasket that runs along there. And also got up here. This part is an area that usually gets really dirty. You probably saw it in earlier videos, but he's cleaned and polished around there. And what you're seeing here, guys, that's like glue where the hood pad was applied, and you know, you see glue under the engine. You see more over there. That's pretty normal. But he's cleaned up here and polished all these guys. You can see I've greased and lubricated the hinges here. He's also polished along the core support, the radiator core support, and along the front bumper. And of course, he's polished up the new grille. I'll pull this down. There we go. That's better than I had it when I brought it in. I mean, you can see my reflection. That's beautiful. Also, he's still, what are you doing? Like wax is next?
Yeah, well, one of the towels I was using had some lint on it. And it's micro lint.
Yeah.
From a microfiber towel.
So he's done the windows, and this is interesting. I got my fingerprints right there, I think a second ago, but see this panel or this molding piece right here? Yeah, there you go, this piece. When that piece is there, you can't clean back there on the windows. So he went ahead, took these molding pieces off so he could get back here and clean the little corners. Those are always dirty on the SDs because no one ever takes that off. But yeah, next let's see, tomorrow he's going to go to the interior. And I did the carpets yesterday. Sorry, it's dark in here. We'll put the detail light in here for you guys tomorrow. But he's going to go through, clean all the leather. And the wood really doesn't need to be polished because that's brand new. I just installed that. It's already been buffed and polished. You know, just wipe down the dash, disinfect the steering wheel, and that kind of stuff. And I'll record some more of that when I come back tomorrow. And guys, the hood is not shut. That's why you see a little crack right there. We have it open because we're doing stuff in the engine compartment. But Scott also addressed the tires and wheels yesterday or last night. That looks really, really nice. Let's go look over here on this side. Yeah, beautiful. And of course, those are brand new. We just dressed them so they look nice. And these are, you know, original bunts too. This is original paint on the bunt wheels. That has not been refinished. Remarkable condition. What were you doing back here, Scott? I think did you polish this?
I cleaned it up.
Yeah, that looks really nice. Hey, let me show them this.
I did.
Okay.
That.
Cleaned around here in the gasket.
And I'm going to hit that gasket with the
gasket treatment stuff. God, that gasket's amazing condition, isn't it? Oh yeah, right here he cleaned all this up. And there you go. Polished over the bumper. We're getting close, you guys. He's going to be moving to the interior probably tomorrow. All right, so what Scott is doing now, he's moved to the waxing stage. And show him this stuff, Scott. What is it called again?
Colonite.
Yeah, colonite. This stuff's been around since, there you go, 1936. And this stuff, there you go. How do you say that? Carnauba polymer sealant. This stuff is awesome. And you apply it with, you know...
and the thing of it is all waxes contain at least carnauba, which is a natural element.
Carnauba's the stuff. Okay, so you just want a little in there.
So they make up the waxes with carnauba, and they add a bunch of filler stuff, scents, colors, stuff like that, UV inhibitor.
Well, that stuff's good. I like it. And
it's been around for a long time.
Scott, let me show them why I have the gloves on and what I've been doing real quick. Let me open this door. Sorry to interrupt you there. So guys, while he's been doing that, I've been going around all the gaskets and applying like a rubber reconditioner, because see, these gaskets are beautiful condition. See, there's no dry rot or anything, but you want them to stay like that. And we put on Scott's little special concoction of conditioner, and it just really makes these gaskets beautiful. But it's a little greasy. That's why I have my gloves on.
I just did one recently where the gaskets were cracked in lines because they had never been treated.
Yeah, if you treat it, they'll never do that, guys. Here you go. I just applied it back here too, and you can see the. So you can't really tell it's on there, but it's just a nice, dark, rich black color. And that's where we've applied the conditioner on there. And that'll make them, yeah, these are like, I would say 10 out of 10 condition. So you want to keep them that way. Park them in the garage and apply some rubber conditioner once every couple of years, and they'll stay like that. And you can see where Scott has applied all the wax. He's starting with these doors, working his way around, and that'll protect, you know, all the work he's done. I think he said re-wax it every 7 months or so. And you can see that cloudiness there where the wax is on there. And then, of course, when you wipe it off.
One of the biggest factors in wax staying on the car is not going through car washes.
Yeah, stay out of the car wash. God, that looks so good, Scott. Yeah, that looks remarkable. All right, guys, that's really it for today. I'm going to let Scott get back to waxing, and tomorrow he's going to start on the interior. So I'll try to stop by. We'll put the detail light in the car so you can see that. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. All right, guys, it is the next day, and we are just finishing up the car. I'm going to show you the interior. Scott is done detailing the interior, and right now he is about to cover the floor mats with plastic. You can see the floor mats have dried nicely. Those are absolutely beautiful condition. And let me show you the plastic he uses. And here we go. Scott's going to go ahead and cover these mats with, this is basically the plastic that, you know, when painters are working in your house, they can lay it down in the hallways or over the carpets. And it works awesome for automotive too. It's got a slightly sticky back. And it doesn't mess up the carpet. It doesn't leave any residue on the carpet, but it sticks enough to it to hold it in place. And that will protect these carpets. So he's going to go ahead and do that and get these back in the car. All right, guys, what I'm doing is going around the car looking for any small touch-up spots on the paint. Now, keep in mind, guys, this car is 1982. What is that? 44 years old. So on an old car, you are going to have some little chips or something somewhere, and I found them. I found a couple right here. There we go. There's one right here down at the lower quarter, and I found one right there. So I've had some paint mixed up and color matched to the car. There you go, a little micro applicator brush. They're these little, they have a very, very small tip. And we just want to get a little of that paint on here. Not much at all. Just takes a little dab. And we're going to go up here. You can see this spot. You don't want to rub it in. You just want to barely touch it. There we go. 1, 2. And that's it. And you let that dry and you leave it alone. See if I can get this one right here. Oh, I need a little more. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let that dry and don't touch it. We got one more right there. Let me knock that one out. There we go. You just want to dab it. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to go around the front of the car, and you always have them usually up here on the front. Yeah, like I see, there's a little cluster right there. Just barely dab it. And that's it. And you let that dry, and you won't see that anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and finish go around the car, see if I find anything else, and we'll be back in a second. You just take a razor blade and you cut out around the areas that go around the accelerator pedal, and also where your kick down switch is. And there you go. We can put that back in the car, and that'll keep my dirty feet off of it and keep it protected. Okay, so I've just put the cocoa mats in the trunk. You can put these back in the car if you like, but I've got the original mats now, you know, back in the car. Of course, the Cocoa mats would go over the top of these, but those are now protected. And we are done with the interior. Let me walk to the passenger side and give you a better shot. Scott has wiped everything down. Again, we have the floor mats wrapped and back in there. And there we go, guys. That would be as close to mint condition as you can get on a 1982 Mercedes 300 SD. All of the wood is absolutely beautiful. All professionally refinished by Madeira. The dash, remarkable condition. The original leather seats. Doesn't really get any better than that, guys. And again, Scott has disinfected everything, wiped everything down. That is beautiful condition. Get a shot over here. Let's move to the back seat. And the back seats are just as nice. All the original leather has been cleaned, disinfected. I doubt anybody really sat back here too much. And you can see the seat nets are not all saggy and stretched out. We shampooed and vacuumed the carpets back here. That's as good as it gets. What an incredible interior. Well, guys, that is it for the detailing on the 1982 Orient Red 300 SD. Man, that looks fantastic. Good Lord. 44 years old and it looks like that. Remarkable. I'm going to roll it back over to my shop, and I think we'll be able to do the walk around video probably tomorrow. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the series on this car. One of the nicest 300 SDs in the world. As you can see, it came out beautiful in the detailing. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. We'll see you next time. Take care.